Hello, I'm Sammy Jo, and welcome to Rebel for indie authors and indie writers. Basically, Rebel is kind of a passion project of mine that obviously is just starting. I don't want to traditionally publish. I've gone back and forth on it, and it's a lot of times I feel like it's the only way to be successful or to make enough money to survive on my writing, and that's just not the case. There are a lot of indie writers who are out there making it work, and we can do it without being traditionally published. And if you want to be traditionally published, like, I'm not dogging on you. To each their own. I don't like anybody telling me what to do, and I never have, and I've always kind of had to do my own thing. And yes, that is very much so almost always the harder road. And I know it. So what I'm trying to do is get our community going in a direction where indie authors can be taken more seriously. A lot of the things I see is, indie authors don't edit their books, and I don't pick up indie authors because, there's always typos and, it just looks unprofessional. And, there's a whole gamut of things. If you're an indie author, indie writer, you have heard these things. So I am very much so going to try to give you guys as much information as I can, the stuff that I know, but I'm really hoping to eventually bring more people into this, because obviously I am not the all-knowing Oz people. I don't know everything. In fact, I pretty much know a whole lot of fucking nothing, but I am going to show you guys what I do know. And hopefully I'm going to be able to bring more people in who know more or who know different things, because there are so many ways to get at what we want to do, and so many ways for us to publish and look professional and produce great products without having to be traditionally published. And that's kind of the thing, is it is actually better for all of us to be succeeding, for all of us to be helping each other. Because if indie authors are producing professional products, then we are all going to be taken seriously, and we are all going to be able to make more sales, which is the ultimate goal, right? You want to make money on your writing. So the way that we do that is helping each other make our books look good and sound good. We're going to have to learn to take some tough criticism, because it is tough. I remember my editor told me that when she gave me back my first manuscript, that I was going to read her suggestions, and I was going to sit down with a bottle of wine, and I was going to have a cry, and then I was going to put my big girl panties on and fix my shit, which is pretty much exactly what happened. Maybe I cried a little longer than was necessary, because, it's your art and it's your feelings, but you have to be able to kind of move past that. I am hoping for us to come together as a community and provide these resources for free. There's a lot of paid stuff out there, but honestly, going to the grocery store is almost just devastating right now. Rents are high, everything costs way too much. None of us are getting paid enough. We all have families. We can help each other. This world is special, all right? And sometimes it's a shit-ass place, but I figure the one thing that I can do is show you guys some of the stuff I do know. And I'm hoping that is eventually what Rebel will be about, is people coming together to put an art form out there that can be more accessible to everyone who wants to do it. As self-published authors, we face a certain stigma, and I want to start changing that conversation, presenting us as more of a form of rebellion, writers knocking down doors instead of tapping quietly at those thresholds of the publishing giants. We can turn these tides. I think that's also very much so in the spirit of who writers are as a culture. We are not tame. We are radicals, comedians, self-help enthusiasts, history admirers, dragon slayers, and spaceship builders. We cover the mundane to the fantastical. We hold up a mirror to the world to help it see all the things it is and all the things it can become. And I think right now, with the state the world is in, whether you're painting, writing, doing crafts, I think that we should all be creating more instead of, destroying each other. So, in the spirit of that, welcome to Rebel. And I look forward to getting to know all of you and to hopefully working with some of you to start putting out content that is free to the indie author community so that we can all start making more professional looking products. And so hopefully we can start building bigger fan bases, and maybe we can all quit our day jobs and write. I know it's rather ambitious, but I'm a writer and therefore, I guess, highly delusional.